Alliance War Season 52 is here, and 4 Loki is back, fresh off a top 10 finish. But this time, the battlefield is different. With all new tactics and strategies, alliances will have to adapt or fall. Who will rise to the challenge, and who will be left behind? The fight for supremacy begins now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for another Alliance War video. We're heading into war number 9 of Season 52, and things are getting intense. 4 Loki is coming off 3 straight wins, and we finally clawed our way back into the Masters bracket. This time, we're up against X+K9, and I'll be handling 5 fights with my team of nickfury, Ironheart, and Magneto House of X. It's going to be a tough war, but let's see if we can keep this win streak going and solidify our spot in Masters. And the first fight up for me is going to be this Void here on node number 4. Plan going into this is just to really try and clear it without losing Nick Fury's first life. I've got to use Nick again in another fight. On this fight, I typically like just being able to use Nick's second life if I have to. So that just means I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful with the timer on Void's debuffs. Downside to this node is it does have the heal block, so you'll see that I start with a power start 1, throw it fairly quick to remove that heal block. That does help. I'm going to be getting debuffs on me from time to time, especially there since I missed the dex because the dex failed because of Void's debuff. Really, really great way to start the fight. You can see I'm really chunking down the health. At this point I'm thinking, oh man, if I lose my first life, what am I going to do when it comes time for that second fight? So here we go. We get another special 1 off. Fortunately, those are helping keep the debuffs off. Fortunately, we don't miss another dex anywhere along the line. We're going to go into the striker and finish the fight off. A lot of heal potions coming up, but we get through it cleanly. And the second fight on Path 4 is going to be this Black Widow Clairvoyant. Really not a whole lot here to worry too much about. It is going to be just a typical Ironheart fight for me. Get the fight started, parry, medium, light, medium, parry, medium, light, medium, and then you can just kind of continue those combos. You can do 5-hit combos. Really the plan here will be to throw a special 2 and just really let that do the majority of the damage. And here we go. Here's that special 2. We take her down to about 41%. Now we just have to get a special out of her. She is gaining power here, which is not very nice. And she turns nice and red for me. Isn't that lovely? So I'm going to throw a special 1 here just to hope. Nope. Didn't kill her. And my hope of her not throwing it wasn't going to happen. So here we go. She throws a special 3. And fortunately for me, she hits like a noodle, even buffed up by the nodes and all that. So, it wasn't the worst possible scenario, but, just goes to that, health potion pool that I've got that is ever so quickly dwindling at this point in the season. And we stay on Path 4 in Section 2, and this fight is going to be Nick Fury against Spider-Ham. Really, plan here pretty much similar to what I did with Void, except for I'm going in with an invuln boost instead of a Power Start 1. Plan here is to just swap special 1s with him. Push him over a bar of power, let him throw his special 1, and then I will counter with a 5-hit combo and my special 1. Whole plan is to just keep shrugging the debuffs he puts on. Here, I kind of messed up a little bit. I should have waited for his special 1 before I threw mine. Not the end of the world, but just, would have been a little bit cleaner and probably a little bit quicker. And I would not have had to worry about this long stretch of him being unblockable here. Because right there is the only issue that I had with this whole fight was I didn't quite push him to a bar of power. So fortunately, he let me hit into his block without being ultra aggressive while he was unblockable. The rest of it, really, like I said, plan going in is just to swap special 1s with him. You can see here I'm trying to push him over a bar of power while I get close to a bar, bait his special 1, and then I can throw my special 1 to remove all the debuffs and remove his unblockable, and then I get the unblockable. So, that is kind of the whole plan here. Just play it slow, play it safe, play it easy. Don't really have to worry about any of, thing else, not trying to get any big, huge damage numbers out of Nick with a special 2 or anything like that. It is just being safe and just, going to try and finish this fight off right here. All right, last fight up on this path is going to be this Dust. You've seen me take this fight before. Plan normally going in here is power start 1, then I try for a parry. She normally throws a heavy right away, and I can counter. Perfect. That's the way I like to start the fight. So here we go. We're going to go in here, and we try to parry. No, that didn't work. She puts a stand debuff on me, and then I'm stupid and hit into her block and put another one on me. So that makes her unblockable. She's now unblockable the rest of the way. There, I kind of panicked a little bit, threw a couple hits into the air, got countered. That kind of hurt. Now I'm trying to get her to be aggressive and come after me, and when she does, I'm very late on an intercept. So I am hurting. Here she throws a special 1, and I just completely miss the dex. And that, my friends, is the way to die and only do 1% damage to a champion. What an ugly fight. I don't think I could possibly do any worse or any uglier in a war fight than that one right there. So what does that mean? That means we revive. That means we drop some heals. All right, one more small little heal here. We'll be back up to full. And, going back in here, I've taken a breath. That fight can't go any worse than what that just did. We're just going to get back onto it. We've dropped 1. Not a big deal, right? So here we go. Playing here once again. Try parry right off the bat. She's going to throw a heavy. I'm going to counter. So here we go. Parry, throws that heavy. I go to counter. She recovers, and parry stuns me. She is now unblockable again. I go in to hit her. I am late, and, we're down at 50% health, and we're ticking down because of the sandstorm on me. Oh, boy, what a lovely way to start the fight. So here, it doesn't matter if I hit into her block now. I'm just trying to get openings there. We finally get an intercept in. I'm thinking, how do I recover from this? Okay, I get the dex on a special 1. There I go to hit into her, and she sidestep intercepts me right into another death. So yes, boys and girls, that is 2 deaths to Dust, and I have done a total of 7% damage to her. It's time for a little break here. I'm going to take a couple minute break in war, just try and regain my thoughts, try and figure out what the heck I'm doing wrong, try to understand what in the world I'm going to do to get this chick down, because I've lost all confidence in how to fight her. All right, and after that break, we come back in. You can see we've healed up, and we're going back in. Now, kind of the same plan, except for here, I'm going to throw on my power start 1. Worst case scenario, I want to have enough power to at least throw 1 special 2. In the fight to at least do a little bit of damage somewhere along the line. So here you go. You can see I do my normal, and there we go. I counter the heavy. Perfect. There she throws another heavy. Look at this. This is the way this fight is supposed to start. Now I can parry. Now I can throw a special 2. What in the world? Where was that the first 2 fights? That is all I needed. Now I've pushed her accidentally to a special 2, and she's going to throw it here. Not the end of the world. Okay, I still only have 2 debuffs. She's not unblockable, which is fine with me. Here now we're going to get our heal block on her. There we eat a little bit of the special 1. Once again, not the biggest deal in the world, but she is now unblockable again. So yeah, now, you guys know me. If I have to intercept, I'm going to mess it up. But there, fortunately, we were able to intercept with the striker. Now we're going to throw our special 2. She's still unblockable. I was hoping this would be enough. Okay, not quite enough. She's got a little power gain going, which is fine. I just need to dex a special 1. She's back at a special 1. We're going to bait this again and dex it. Oh, we're doing okay. We get a nice intercept there. That was supposed to be a 5-hit combo. I don't know why it registered as a medium. There, I'm going in to hit into her block, and she throws a special 1 right in my face. And yes, that is all 3 attack bonuses gone on 1 fight. So as you can see, we throw on some more heals. She's got a little bit of health left. I still have 1 fight left after this. I'm beside myself in anger, frustration, just So bad. And you can see there she starts off the fight the right way again. And now I can back away. I'm trying to, you know, it just really at this point didn't really matter to me. I was so frustrated. If I died again, I died again. But, you know, we got her down. 3 deaths. Just pathetic. And like I said, I still have 1 fight left to go. I've got this Negasonic Teenage Warhead on node 41. Can be tricky from time to time. You know, it's got Scared Stiff. It's got Power Focus 2. Here you're going to see I throw on another 3-minute boost. I'm going with a Power Start 1. I want to get in and get out of this fight. I am ready to be done with this war. I'm ready to be done with the season, and we still have 3 wars left after this one. So here we go. You know, I know off the bat I'm not going to be able to get a parry in. She's going to throw her heavy, which is great. I counter. We've got 2 debuffs on there. We just need a couple more. There, I need a special 1. Lovely. And there, I need another hit. You know, everything in me is just, my mind is blown. My concentration is blown. Oh man, after that fight, I should have taken a day or 2 off. And, you know, there we get rooted. It's not a problem. You know, Ironheart's tanky enough. Negasonic doesn't hit that hard, but then she goes unblockable because I wasn't paying attention to Bubble Shield. I didn't have the tracking debuff up, which meant my Bubble Shield wasn't, you know, counting up. Here we get another special 2. We kill her. We get out of the fight. Ugly, but full attack bonus. And, you know, thank goodness this war is over. I just want to go cry. Well, my friends, that was a rough one. I'm not sure if this was my worst war ever, but that dust fight was definitely my worst fight ever. While it wasn't the only reason we lost, it was a pretty big reason. Unfortunately, we fall to 5-4 on the season, and my record now sits at a pretty ugly 44 kills and 9 deaths. It's frustrating, but losses are part of the game, and we'll regroup and come back stronger next time. Thanks for sticking through it, and if you want to see how the rest of the season unfolds, make sure to like and subscribe. Catch you all in the next war. Take care.